Nigeria's tech ecosystem has experienced remarkable growth over the past decade, driven by innovation and a growing pool of tech talent. However, challenges such as funding, regulatory hurdles, and a widening skills gap remain key concerns. One major development in this space is Microsoft's recent $1 million AI skilling initiative aimed at equipping 1 million Nigerians with the skills needed to thrive in an AI-driven world. But what does this mean for Nigeria's digital economy? Olatomiwa Williams, Managing Director of Microsoft Nigeria and Ghana, joins us to help unpack this. Let's start with an overview right now. How would you describe the current state of Nigeria's tech ecosystem? Because we've seen incredible growth over the past decade. But what would you say are the key factors driving this momentum?
You are absolutely correct. Investment in Nigeria startup has seen substantial growth with significant increase in funding since 2015. In 2024, Nigeria raised the second highest amount of startup funding in Africa, securing 410 million US dollars. This accounted for 18.6% of the entire 2.2 billion raised across the continent. Nigeria's strong performance was driven significantly by increase in investment in various sectors, including fintech, digital services, and other new emerging technologies. The country has been actively working on diversifying its economy beyond oil, focusing on sectors like technology. This shift has created new opportunities for startups and attracted both domestic and foreign investment. And the rise in digital technology and increased internet penetration has been crucial as well. This has enabled the growth of tech startups, particularly in fintech, health tech, e-commerce, and we're also seeing some momentum around agro-tech as well. The fact that Nigeria has a large youth population is also a factor. The median age of Nigerians is 17.9 years, with a growing number of skilled professionals, and efforts to improve education and skill development, particularly in the tech field, have contributed to a more capable workforce that is growing. Then, forming alliances with investors, mentors, and industry experts has provided startups with the market access, funding opportunities, and operational guidances that is required for most emerging startups. This has been facilitated by presence of innovation hubs and accelerators across the country.
Okay, while this growth is exciting, especially with the numbers, right? I'm sure you'd agree with me that sustaining it requires more than just individual success stories. So how important is collaboration, whether between startups, investors, policymakers, or even global tech giants? How important it is in keeping this momentum going?
Absolutely. Alliances between public sector, private sector, and other industry organizations are fundamental in driving access to new market for startups, helping them to gain access to funding opportunities and operational guidance. This growth is largely attributed to the support provided by innovation hubs and accelerators in the country, which helps provide startups with all the resources required in navigating the challenges and associated with new startups and help them to scale rapidly. Startup incubators offer vital resources such as mentorship, funding, office space, networking opportunities to early stage businesses. Programs like this have helped to transform numerous innovative ideas into successful companies, fostering economic growth and promoting innovation throughout the country. And if we look at statistics, according to a report by Startup Blink, the support gained by Nigerian startups from incubators has helped to generate over 10,000 jobs between 2020 and 2022. So collaborations such as this are crucial in developing holistic approach to complex issues that startups face, especially at the onset of building a sustainable business. And Microsoft Africa Startup Strategy has significantly advanced the startup ecosystem in Africa, and the number speaks for itself. We have received a huge number of applications, about over 12,000 applications on our Founders Hub, and we've been able to accept close to 10,000 of such applications. We have been able to significantly boost Nigerian startup and empower over 2,000 businesses across Africa.
Speaking of partnerships, Microsoft recently announced a $1 million AI skilling initiative for Nigeria. But how can startups tap into such opportunities, not just for training, but for deeper collaboration?
As you already said, we launched an initiative, a scaling initiative in Nigeria during the Microsoft AI tour that recently happened in Lagos. And because we believe that AI is expected to bring huge economic benefits, potentially boosting GDP and creating new jobs opportunities. And of course, this growth is driven by AI's ability to transform industries, enhance productivity, and create new economic opportunities for all. We've been expanding our skilling initiative, especially for startups and SMEs. This investment is essential for advancing the commitments that we have made to support not just only young Nigerians, but businesses with the right tools. And programs like the Microsoft for Startup Founders will continue to help local startups to grow by giving them access to markets, access to mentors, access to tools and technologies that they need to thrive. And this offering is helpful. We will also help them to gain access to industry-specific webinars, pitch coaching sessions, and potentially investor community sessions to help them to connect to top investors from across the continent and the world at large.
Now, away from the skilling initiative, one of the biggest concerns for startups is navigating regulation. In what ways does regulatory stability or the lack of it impact investor confidence and the overall ability of startups to scale and innovate?
So I think that's an important aspect that is really we all need to be discussing about. Regulatory stability allows startups to focus on innovation without the constant fear of sudden regulatory challenges. This stability is crucial for long-term planning and development, enabling startups to really focus on bringing innovation solutions to the market. And by providing by proactively aligning with new regulation, companies can ensure that they remain competitive and innovative on a global scale. So many public and private organizations in Africa view the risk of new safety and regulatory requirements as one of the biggest stumbling blocks to wider implementation of AI. And as Nigeria navigates an AI-powered future, responsible and sustainable innovation is crucial, ensuring that the programs or regulation aligns with human value, societal norm, and the diverse needs of Nigerian culture. So this involves a deep engagement with the country's unique challenges and recognizing our complexity and prioritizing those that AI could help solve. And I will say that collaborating with relevant stakeholders will be a key to ensuring that AI solutions are not just technologically advanced, but also culturally attuned and genuinely beneficial to Nigerian society. A thoughtful approach to regulation is required, and it is key to ensuring that our exploration of AI's vast potential is conducted with responsibility, ethical foresight, and taking into consideration Nigeria's unique socio-economic and cultural context as we proceed to take advantage of the potentials that we see that is coming our way through the advancement of AI solutions across board. And legislation should also consider issues such as protecting privacy of data, ethical AI use, and minimizing bias with the utmost care, while also simultaneously nurturing the opportunity that this revolutionary technology presents to us all. I think, importantly, the role of policy makers and regulators is crucial, but we need to also balance it with ensuring that Nigerian startups are able to effectively leverage AI technology to solve societal problems at scale.
Thank you so much, Olatomira Williams, Managing Director of Microsoft Nigeria and Ghana. It was such a pleasure having you join us on Tech Trends.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here as well.